we overthink about things isusu mazimbabweans, kuti panenge pachida kuitwa chinhu chiri simple tinobva tada kuita kumaequation kana kumascientific equation kwekuti unoshaya kuti kana kuti calculation yacho ichabhalansira papi, handimaona. Saka iye zvino achamirira izvozvo ndiani wapanhu anongoti akaramba ukangondokuda akati handidi ndizvozvo, handimaona. Saka
mataura nepo nepo nemukoma, mataura nepo nepo.
Saka hatidi kuti
Chokwadi.
hatidi kuti tirambe tichinyengerera vanhu vanouya vachitaura zvinhu zvisina nebasa rese vachiti he kwaakazodai chiwenga azodii aiwa kachiwenga ari kuti hatisenzeteze ko zvine basa rei, because now I've realized kuti zvandaifunga kudhara indaive mumwe wacho wekuti ndaive ndisingadunzwa munhu anoti kana kuti pangaite mumwe munhu asiri wekuMDC, handimaona. But pfungwa idzodzo dzaakuinda dzichifedha nekukura nekuunderstandawo kwanoita politics kuti hatina kwatinosvika kana tikaita mafungiro iwayo. We need to unite. Unoziva kuti kubatana bedzi pasina kana demonstration, kuti vanhu vemuzimbabwe vabatana bedzi machinda aya haiti zvaari kuita zviye. Chinoita kuti vadaro kusabatana kwatakaita idivision between us, kuti vamwe vekumatebeleland vanosiyiwa vakadaro. And the other thing is pane mhosva dzakaitwa dzakawanda dzekuti hadzina kuadhireswa. Nyaya idzodzo ndo dzatine taakuda kutaura kana paita ava vabva, because ava havabvumika ndo vaikomita mhosva dzacho. Saka nyaya idzodzo dzinoda kuadhireswa kuti mwoyo yevanhu muve nepisi, vakaponderwawo hama vave nepisi, vakapwanyirwa maproperties vave nepisi. Zvinhu izvozvo zvoripwa. Ukaponda munhu pachivanhu, munhu 1 imombe 10 kana less. Saka tisati tatombotaura kumatebeleland kwakaurayiwa vanhu vanosvika probably kuma30,000. Saka iwo uchimagina kuti munhu 1 inenge dziri mombe 10. Musati mataura nevanhu vekumatebeleland, tauya nemombe dzenyu izi 300,000 pakakanganiswa pakaitwa mhosva. We apologize, mweya yavo yochena. Because chinoitika panyaya yemaatrocities ndeyekuti uri kuona zvakaitwa mablack Americans pakaitwa slavery paya, pain iyoyo nenhingiriki nesoro yavakaita inoramba ichiinda through majinzi evana vanenge vachizvarwa. Hazviperi, nyange akasaudzwa but anenge achizvifila mubhodhi make. Sezvaitaurwa namakuponga zviya kuti kufamily kwenyu imimi kukarumwa nemunhu nenyoka kudhara, kana paine munhu akarumwa nenyoka akafa kana kuti pakaita trauma yekuti akarumwa nenyoka, iwo panozvarwa chimuzukuru chechimuzukuru chenyu akaona nyoka anoridza mhere yekuti unoshaya kuti mwana aitwa sei. But pane mumwe mwana wekuti akaiona anoimhanyira. Why? Because pane pain iri kuinda through majinzi. Saka mhosva dzinoitwa dzinofanira kutaurwa, ende pain yatiri kuinda nayo iyoyi inotransfereka kuvana futi, even kana uine hama isina kupondwa. Saka this is not a laughing matter yekuti munhu anouya achiti aiwa idi haana basa idi. What about the atrocities dzakaitwa dzese idzi? What about the challenges dzatiri kuita? Munoziva kuti kumahospital kunotengwa mishonga. Hazvisi kuti kuparenyatwa kana kumupilo hakutengwi mishonga ayo, inotengwa. Kana yatengwa machindezi anotora unoisa kumaprivate hospitals kwavo. Kuhospital kwosara kusina mishonga. Handi muri kuona?
Sorry to interject, but I think we should not lose sight of the...
Okay.
Yeah, can I come in? Can I come in?
Yeah, you can come in.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay.
Very passionate presentation, very passionate. I think every Zimbabwean resonates with what you're saying. Every Zimbabwean. We should be united. We should be a people. But how do we become a people? What is our common cause? Are we simply united on common grievances? That doesn't make us a people. Anywhere in the world, if you're stateless, you can't be prosecuted, you can't be tried, you can't be deported. They can't do anything with you. But for you to understand that I'm a Zimbabwean, a good sister of mine here said, I'm a Zimbabwean, that's my source of refuge or solace. Okay, in my own words, that's what he was saying. If that is your place of refuge and solace, how do you safeguard it? How do you know you're Zimbabwe? Because chokwadi kamatambudziko anouya tinobatana pamatambudziko tine nzara tese, but it will continue to keep us divided. Listen, I've come on spaces where I've tried to interact with other Zimbabweans of different views, but one wouldn't. I always ZANU-PF. I'm sympathetic to ZANU-PF because ideologically I stand for what they stand for. Does that make me your enemy? Is that the Zimbabwe we want? What it tested we are homogeneous and we think the same way. We think Chamisa and Chete, or I think ZANU-PF and Chete. No, let's love each other regardless. Okay, you think that way. You think that we owe this to our children. There's an open mic somewhere. I'm getting an echo. We owe this to our children. Zimbabwe was there before us. Zimbabwe will be there after us. Our opinions are just our opinions. Our kids deserve to have their opinions. Saka takada kutreatana kuti iwe uri wechi uri wechi uri wechi will not get anywhere. What we need to understand, what we need to understand, who are we as Zimbabweans before we start speaking as Zimbabweans? Because right now there's some people who are talking with Geza this, them apportioning this to Geza. Geza what? This is a national dialogue. This is about your mother and my mother, regardless of your political persuasion. This is about feudalism, which moves away from the tenets of ZANU-PF and what it stands for, socialism. This is about our children, our future, and those who came before us. So it's bigger than us. Your opinion is fine, my brother. Let's be able to understand what you're of this and of this opinion. That's fine, but I still love you because my kids play with your kids, and at the end of the day, you're the guy I drink with. That's why it's 21. Maslogan evanhu kuti tatenda mavetere anozanu. I don't know. I don't even know the names because they're irrelevant. Oh, Chamisa Chete Chete. Zimbabwe is bigger than that. Zimbabwe represents everyone, Christian or not. We can say all that. But we have a common cause. We have a problem here. Whoever thinks we don't have a problem has got a mental illness. We have a society now with our men running after cars. Kuti munhu is rich. We run after cars. Kudonha kusuka munhu onzi baba madonha muri kupi? Ndachimhanyira mota yavo wakambona phantom here. Really? Is this the society we want for our children? Are we proud to say this? I've seen more reason here. Pane vanhu vandisinga agree on ideologically, because they are grieved.
Right.
They're hurting. They're hurting. We are a people. What unites us is bigger than what divides us.
Absolutely.
Your mother is my mother. If I see your mother struggling, I hurt.
Absolutely.
Yes. Saka isu zvokuti uri ZANU-PF ayama sports uri dhimbare indi tese tofambira kepe rakomana.
Kana ya national team
But zvikiitika zvakaipa, and that's what we stand for. Forget Geza. All right, Geza is an intelligent man. How do we know? Are we dealing with counterintelligence? How do you know if these fires were started by intelligence? He can't say it to you. Counterintelligence. Guys, this is not about Geza. This is about your livitude, your own children, our own future. What Zimbabwe is built upon, and we can't run away from that. We can differ ideologically, but guys, let's stand for what is right and let's stand for what is just.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you very much, for that. Right. Let's, let us move on, with the contributions. We've got more people, that want to speak. We want to accommodate them. But I want to appreciate you guys, for coming through and, carrying on with the conversation. Right. Can I bring in Gombwe? Gombwe, are you there now?
Hello, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, please, take the mic.
Okay, inangu handisina kutaura zvinhu zvakawanda. Pane vangotaura zveopposition, saka ndachida kungoresponda ipapo mbichana. It's true kuti sometimes isusu maZimbabweans isusu tinogadzira vanhu ivava, just like Mugabe before ainamatwa zvokuti asati apinda mupower. Kana apinda imomomo anenge makuchida kumubvunza manje kuti zvinhu zviri kufamba sei, zvinhu hazisi kufamba, haachadi kubvunzwa. Sometimes tinovaisa pane imwe level. Not knowing kuti politicians are they work for us, they're just there to lead us. Zvekutonga izvi vanhu hafani kutonga vanhu, you're there kutungamirira vanhu. So the fact yekuti tinovaisa pa certain level right now, pane maplatforms aripo apa zvokuti vanhu vanonyora macomments. Vamwe vacho vane maplatforms zvokuti vanhu vanenge vachibvunza kuti saka zvofamba sei zvisa sei, and then just ignore people. What's going to be the difference now office if they can even attend kuma questions anenge aine vanhu? And then lastly, pamwe ndiri kubuda hangu mutopic ndangobvunza hangu kuti chinhu ichi pandakaona kunge chiri vane direction pakauya Clive Malunga. Handisi kuziva kuti pane ari kuziva kuti Clive Malunga ari kupera, akanyatsotaura akapresenta, unonyatsoona kuti munhu ari kutaura zvinhu zviri kubva pamwoyo kwete zvefeki. Akanyatsotaura kuti toda kuenda kumberi, zvinhu izvi haino munyika musina zvakati 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 zvakati, so we need kudzokera kudhara kumaitirwa zvanga zvakaita. That's all I have to say. Ndofunga ndagumira panapa.
Thank you very much. Chief Gutu, do you want to come in?
Yes.
Please do so.
So thank you very much. Thank you, Gerald. So handisi kutaura zvakanyanya kana kuti zvakawanda, but I think what is killing our country is affiliations. Because in Zimbabwe, if you try to maybe discourage CCC or any other political party that is not affiliated to ZANU-PF, especially those people from opposition, if the ZANU-PF does something good, like now ZANU-PF is doing good, the affiliation from ZANU-PF, which is the Blessed Geza, is doing good. Because the fact that Blessed Geza is a Zimbabwean, and is a Zimbabwean who want change, but other people from CC, maybe MDCT, or any other political party, opposition, avaskuda. Why? Because they know that they want power, they don't want change. So even on my social media, they don't respond to the people. So when now very in dark, they don't know what is the way forward to go and coup as a country or as an opposition party. So now when very desperate, pakauya something, chinoonekwa nevanhu kuti this thing chinogona kutendesa mberi, chinogona kutiyambutsa, vanhu vanongotera izvozvo. But I like Blessed Geza. Why? Because Blessed Geza is
Uno mwatotaura kuti geza geza geza. Upenyu hwevana vako, upenyu vevana vako, urichitaura kuti geza. Honestly.
Right. Okay, guys. Okay, come on. Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. I do appreciate. Right. Okay. Can I have Mimi? Mimi, do you want to come in?
Yebo.
Yes, how you doing?
Good evening. Yebo, I'm good. When I'm Gerald.
Siyapilo.
Bye. Kuhle. Good evening, Zimbabwe. I hope you are all doing well. Well, what I want to say today is that, guys, okay, sorry about that. In terms of today, what I want to say to Zimbos is that, Mina, whether Geza fails on the 31st or not, I will always salute him, because at least he's doing something about 2030. Ugeza yindoda emadodeni. He stood. No one was doing anything about 2030. But at least he's showing he's doing something about it. And another thing, Bantu bakithi, let's unite. I will still say this again. If opposition can politically strategize, they can have the upper hand on this thing. But however, we cannot force people. So what we have to do at the moment, let's unite and get rid of the current system. Please, and again to young people, let's resonate with Nkomo's words that says, Zimbabwe shall not die, its young people shall save it. Ngiyabonga, Gerard. Thanks.
Good evening, how are you?
I am good. Welcome to the space. Please give us your views, your reaction.
Thank you so much. So I just wanted to emphasize, one thing that we have to agree as Zimbabweans is we are very weak. The second thing that I would also want to appreciate is, as Zimbabweans, as long as we are very weak, we can never unite. And the other thing about Geza, I just want to emphasize on the topic, especially in the topic, because I have so many views concerning the opposition, the ruling party. But as for Geza, I just want to applaud what he has done. He has proven that he's a man, but you can't force people to support him, because we have once had this case, we support ZANU-PF. At the end of the day, you get the sense. So you can't really blame anyone who's saying, let them do whatever they are doing because it's a mudanga. They have to go beyond natural ningireni kuprova kuti we are in this thing together. And as for saying that Geza, it's only because he's Zimbabwean, no, we are lying to ourselves. It's only because they have their motive and they want to put their own person, Kutaite president. It's not for Zimbabweans. It's not inclusivity. We don't have the guarantee that this thing, what Geza is pushing, is for Zimbabwe. That's the one thing that I want to emphasize. Saka, we can't really force everyone to be on the support here, Geza. Although we support what he's doing, we were forcing for a change and we appreciate whatever change that comes. But as for me personally, and what I would stand for is the real change comes from something that is not from ZANU-PF. Real change, of course, we might appreciate dialogue and everything, but in as much as we want change, we have to include part of ZANU-PF for them to agree. You know what? We are staying back, Timbo, to allow my youth and everyone to take part in the politics of Zimbabwe, because already they can't reform themselves. One is wakaita before, which they can't do because one gonna vapinda. It's understandable. But as for me, kuti titi let's rally together because pana Geza and my opposition, everyone are in opposition. Support. I don't actually agree with that one. You might not agree, but this is what I stand for. And thank you so much, Mkoma Gerald.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Jed. I've been waiting a while. I'm so excited for what you're doing here, getting us all together, gathering us together, and we all have this space where we are talking. Listen, first things first, I just want to appreciate you for taking your time to do this, and just to encourage the other Zimbabweans, my fellow Zimbabweans, to just appreciate you. You know, even if we just put $1 to your PayPal, that would be a fantastic thing, as you have said on there. So I just wanted to say, you know, that's great. Listen, I think it was Lao Tzu who said the journey of 1,000 miles begins with taking one step. You know, we've been talking a lot here and there. You hear the sentiment being spoken to say, look, we've been used in 2017, we've been used in the past as citizens, etc., etc. Listen, we're talking about guarantees and so forth. There are no guarantees. And the truth of the matter is, what guarantees would we have? There are no guarantees. But what it takes is us taking those steps. Each step leads us closer to achieving something rather than doing nothing, rather than not taking any steps at all. So I'm really glad for, you know, what Comrade Blessed Geza is doing. You know, and then I just want to address another thing that we speak about a lot, which is that if Blessed Geza fails, then, you know, he has stood and done this and that. Let's not talk like that. If Blessed Geza fails, we have failed. We have failed. If he fails, we have failed. And that is, the reason is because we need to learn as Zimbabweans to come together and to speak in one accord and understand the season that we are in. You know, I am an evangelist, so I take sometimes from the word of God, or all times. But there is a season for everything under the sun. And so we must be able to recognize what type of season we are in. God avails us opportunities at certain times, and it's up to us now. Mwari havasi kuzodzika kubva kudenga kuti vadzike panapa. Vanotumira munhu in a certain season and a time. Saka isu ngatiziyei kubata kuti izvi ndo zviri kuitika, tomhanya nazvo, toona kuti tinosvika papi nazvo. When I look at all, you know, even the opposition right now, if we wanted guarantees, if we really had leaders in the opposition, if there was an opposition, then what we'd have is see them coming out and saying, look, all right, we're willing to join this and this, you know, they take ownership and say, we're willing to join this. maybe even at this late stage, maybe because they don't want to be taken away from their central heating or the comfort of their leather sofas. So maybe they don't want to be put and locked away. We understand that threat. As leaders, people are going to be targeted. But it was good if they were if we had a situation where even at a late stage they arrange their, just like we're looking for Geza, we don't know where he is. Yeah, of course, it's a time and a season where that needs to be done. So as leaders, when we say leaders, we must be willing to take on the good and the bad. We can't just enjoy the luxury of motorcades and not understand that, yes, there are going to be seasons when we might need to come out of our comfort zones and go into hiding. Our blessed Job Sikala last time ended up having to go into the mountains and the hills because the season was calling for that. You understand what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say thank you, Blessed Geza, for heeding the call of Zimbabweans, having the heart to say, yes, I might have this history, I might have that, I might have done this in the past, but this is where we are and we need to recognize. It's about recognition. And maybe we can take a few steps further and get us where we need to go. So we should be encouraging each other, not always talking in this pessimistic language. No, you know what? No. Let's work with a positive mindset to say we have a future that we are fighting for our children. Zimbabwe belongs to me, it belongs to my children. The lithium that is being extracted belongs to me, it belongs to my children. The land that is being given off to the Chinese belongs to me and my children, etc., etc. When we're talking about the game reserves and all the things that have been going on, land conservation has disappeared from Zimbabwe. Anywhere and everywhere can be a gold mine. It can be even, under the highway. So I'm saying to you people, let's look at this situation and say, what have we got to lose? We may have been used in 2017. People genuinely thought maybe some kind of change will be better change than having the ordinary thing that was there all the time. The time came, it went past, we saw, and we learned that no, it didn't work. But we are where we are now. We ended, or rather, the end of Robert Mugabe's reign came to an end. And another era of the Second Republic, or whatever it's called, started, which is not much different to the last, but maybe even worse. Now we are where we are. We've got another opportunity. It's better to do something, take the step towards the journey of 1,000 miles, and maybe we might just get somewhere. So I encourage, this is to the leaders now of opposition movements, to say, look, let's come together. This is the time. There is a season. God says there's a season for everything under the sun. This is the season where people come together, pull everyone together and say, look, we may not have ordered this thing, but for our cooperation, we are willing to cooperate in this because we want a social contract for the people that we represent. We carry at least 50% or more. We know that it's more than that, but it's at least carry more than 50% of the support, the popular support belongs to us. So we are saying we want to have a contract, and this is what we'd like to see as we move forward, even as we support this. We mention those things as we are going along. This would have been the time. Thank you for letting me talk. I just want to give 2 seconds for, is that right? Thank you.